when a person is in a prison, there is a stigma that person is a prisoner. So when they are out of prison,
Yeah, that is another problem with India. Rest of the countries, they have got premature release programs. That means before they get released from the prison, they are kept in another house, a kind of institution where they will feel more free to go to their family, but they have night they have to come back, but they can daytime they can spend with their family members. That is making the prisoner adapted to the family members. All on a sudden somebody get released from the prison cannot go to home because the wife may not be that much enough, that her heart may not be that much humble enough to accept the one. Recently, just last year, from the Bangalore prison, about 92 people were released, premature release. It's a kind of a Republic Day, Independence Day. There is a release after 16 years of imprisonment in the prison and all. They have taken the cases and all. One lady went from the prison and again called us and told, Father, I feel I should be in the prison only, not coming to my family, because now, Father, I am staying with my sister's house. My children came to see me, along with my son, along with the wife, came to see me, but they did not call me back my home. How long, Father, I can stay in my sister's house? Now I feel I would not have released from the prison. I should have been in the prison only. That will be a nice place. Now my own children, they don't want me. So that is why rehabilitation is very much important. Once they are outside the prison, they have to be rehabilitated. For that, we have to prepare the ground. Like Western countries, we have got a premature release homes are there. They like that we need. Now, Prison Minister India is having 33 rehabilitation centers for the people released from the prison, for men, women and children. And these houses, they can stay with us 6 months. 6 months to 1 year. Between those 1 year term or 6 months term, we counsel them, we make them confident in their life. We contact the police station, please don't disturb this man prisoner. He was in the prison, but again don't put on cases or so 6 months to 1 year we keep them in our rehabilitation centers so that they live. And then we also have got a rehab center for the children of the prisoners, because now there is one man, we don't know what the case is going on. Mother is burnt and it is supposed to be they are telling it is by the father, and then 2 children, so mother burned. That trauma for these 2 children is so much. And the sisters from that neighboring area called and told, Father, you have got a center now, so can you accept these 2 children? Then we told, we definitely will accept. And he was taken to the prison. These children are nowhere. They don't have family bonds and all. They are working in the dhobi work. That means washing the clothes and all. So mother was doing that one. And we had received that 2 children and we put in the school. Once we wanted to get the certificate from the main school where they were studying and all, because we wanted to put the children into this school close to our rehab center. And the both children went and sat on that stone where mother used to wash and crying there. My mother got burned here, so they were not up. So we have got the children, prisoners' children. And just a happy moment I had. We had sent them, if they have got one relative or somebody relatives, we send them back little time during the vacation. Now the Deepavali vacation was there. One child brought back then the sense, one child gave me 1 rupee after coming from one of you. Father, this is 1 rupee. You take, Father, it is my gift for you. 1 rupee.
so touching.
So touching for me. My God, he might, that child of studying in the 2nd standard might be thinking this is a great money and giving me 1 rupee and telling, Father, I got and it is for you, Father. You are giving everything for us. No. This 1 rupee, I consider I have received 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakhs, but this 1 rupee from this child is the greatest amount I maybe received from this child. With the love they are giving, Father, you are giving so much for us, no? This 1 rupee for you, and put me in my pocket. And that is the thing rehabilitation centers always need. People are in need of coming to the rehabilitation center, then only they can be adapted to the society. Directly, if you put them in the society, they may not be accepted by the society, may not be accepted by the family members. And see, once you are in the prison, they are not, government cannot look into their family. The government cannot see what happens to the family members. That government has its own limitations, where you and me can play a great role. Government official cannot go their house, how is your wife, his wife and every children. That government may not be doing, and it's not possible to do that. But you and me can do. We can visit the family of the prisoner and console them. You are not alone, we are all with you. Even though your husband or your father is in the prison, we are with you. That only the volunteers can do. All the people, charity motivated people can do.
Yeah, that's what actually I was coming to ask you the exact thing. What would be your suggestion to the CCR in Goa and all of us actually who may be watching this program, how we could reach out to these prisoners or to their family members? In what way we could do something like that?
Once a year, we conduct a program called Once a Year Prison Ministry Sunday. It's a Sunday dedicated specially for the remembering our people behind the bars. Behind the bars. So that Sunday there will be a write-up or a pastoral letter from the bishop, and it will be read in all the parishes. That is the way we give the awareness to the general public, because people have got an impression that they are all criminals, they have to be in the prison and all. But see, we don't look into from what situation they are all coming from. We see the result, they are the criminal, they have done. But from where they came, no one is born a criminal. When we see a child, can we see he is a criminal? No. But he has become like that, a criminal.
Victim of
circumstances, situations and all, everything. So that is the thing. We give the so what we need, people have to be aware. Prisoners are not strangers. Prisoners are our own brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. That is why Pope Francis told, when you pass through the gate of the prison, don't think you are better than the prisoners. If those situations are given to you, you would have been there in the prison. If you are, and I also do a lot of mistakes, but I am not in the prison, but they are in the prison and all. And then that is what we are telling. Give them awareness to the people and be merciful towards the prisoners. Visit them. Walls do not make prisons. Only when we are not visiting. I can make you in the prison if I am not talking to you. You are asking so many questions. I am just keeping quiet means you are in the prison or I am in the prison. When somebody is in the family, somebody is in the sick, and if you are not visiting that sick person and be praying for him and not visiting, he is in the prison, in the hospital prison or in the house prison.
It's the prison
and if son is not visiting the father, son is in abroad, never come home or never make a call to the father, father is in the prison. Father is in the prison. So in that way, what I want to tell you, the Goa, the people, especially since we are doing this interview here, I want to tell you, prisoners are not strangers. Prisoners are brothers and sisters of our own family. They are in the prison. We have to visit them. If we consider you as a brother, there is a lot of difference. There is a lot of difference. We say, in the Bible we say, Jesus did not, Mother Mary did not get, St. Joseph, Mother Mary did not get a place in the inn. It is not all there was no place. There was place, I feel. There was place. But they did not. That innkeeper did not give a place for Mother Mary because he did not feel that these people are my brothers and sisters. How many times your family, when one guest comes, you have given room? You have shared your food. You have adjusted your room and given to him. Today you sleep here. No problem for you. Because you consider that person as your brother, as your sister, as your relative. When you consider prisoners as your brothers and sisters, there will be a lot of difference. You will have time to visit them. You will have money to spend for them. You have everything for them. When we don't consider them as brothers and sisters, we don't have time, we don't have anything for that. So only thing I wanted to ask you, consider the prisoners as brothers and sisters. Then there will be a lot of change and everything, and you can help them, pray for them, because only prayer can change the prisoners. I feel, because I have got experience of a Bang Matthew. He is known as Bang Matthew. He is the 14th children of the family. Father is a drunkard. Every time, a lot of problems in the family. When he was 14 years or something, he left the family. He is from Kerala, Ernakulam, and he joined the gang, throwing the acid bulb and everything. So like that he is living. So once in a year he comes home. He doesn't speak to his father, mother, and even that's a person. He is known as Bang Matthew. Like that he led a life of 14 years like that. And he was arrested and put in the prison because one reason. He made a robbery in the bank, and he went to his own sister's place, because that day something history, that means our former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was murdered. That our Sri Lankan Rajiv Gandhi was murdered in Tamil Nadu. No? So that time only, that day only, he took the money from the bank. He went into the bank, asked the manager, "I want to open an account," and he took from the suitcase the revolver that and there, and he got the money and jewels in in that suitcase, everything. Even took the bank manager, and along with the jeep, they escaped. But in between, police was a lot of checking was going on, because the death happened, murder happened in Tamil Nadu and all that perimeter that side. So what happened? He left the manager and he went to the forest. He knew his sister was staying in the one part of the forest of that area, and he went first evening time only. He reached over there, and sister got surprised. Matthew's coming to visit me. Never came. Only once he had come here. And he told, "No, Matthew, what happened?" Sister was asking. And then he told, nothing. You give me a shelter for today. No, you might have done something wrong. That's why he came over here. Sister was getting scared. My husband will, when they come, he may not like you. You go. No, one night only I am asking. And given this corridor room, and he wanted to take bath. And when sister came to that, there was one plantain tree, small plantain tree, and he kept that suitcase and covered that, full of gold. Sister, seeing the suitcase open, full of gold and notes. Sister immediately locked that room and called the police, and police came and took him to the station and later to the prison. And he was a gang leader. Number of times he got the punishment for 8 years. And a number of times his gang leaders, gang people asked, "We will kill your sister." Matthew told, "It is my sister who betrayed me. I have to kill her with my own hands. Then only it will be good for me. No, you don't kill. I will kill." He was waiting to get released from the prison and to kill his sister. But one sentence changed to him. Prison ministry volunteers are going to the prison. One father, Alexander Kuriakatil, he went to the prison, particular prison. That day, it is all providence of God. Rarely, he never goes for any prayer meeting or any cultural program of that. Nowhere, he will sit in the room only. But that day, the warden told him, "You cannot sit here alone. You go to the prayer meeting." He came for the prayer meeting, simply sitting there. But one word of God touched him. Jeremiah 29, 28, that word. There is a beautiful word in the Bible. That is a beautiful word tells about there is a plan about you, not for your destruction, but for your good. That touched him. Night and all, that word is coming to his heart every time. And he got, the following year, he got released in prison. He came to the rehab center in Trichur, Vettukadu Snehashram. He came and he became a nice man. And after 2 months, as per our program in the rehab center, we have to take this prisoner to the family to rehabilitate him. Just first take to family and to get a kind of touch with the family members, and we'll bring back. Just one day program like that. So Father Verghese Keliperi had taken this Matthew to the family. After reaching there, mother was crying, seeing Matthew with the father. Mother is asking, Why my son is coming with a father? I can never imagine that one. Mother got surprised because he has never gone home near the church or anything, and he away from the family for 40 years, now coming with a father. Mother was crying profusely. Finally, when they left the family, along with Matthew, mother came to the father and gave one kind of egg cloth inside sand. Gave it to the father. Father told, what is this sand and cloth? What is the use? Father, last 14 years, when everybody slept at home, middle of the night I will get up, remove my cloth from my knee, kneel down and pray 1 Our Father, 1 Hail Mary, 1 Glory be to the Father. Every day without fail. Even if a lot of problems in the family, middle of the night I will get up and nobody will see me and I will kneel down and pray 1 Our Father, 1 Hail, 1 Glory be to the Father. And Father, this is the 14th or 15th year. God has heard my prayer. Thank you so much. One mother's prayer heard after 15 years of prayer, heard and heard, like St. Augustine's conversion, St. Monica prayed, and both are in the same with the mother. You go today to the rehabilitation center in Vettukadu, Trichure. You see Matthew had built up a round church. He is now doing small contract work. He told, I will construct a church. We have paid for him cement and all, but his employees only worked in order to make, and without any profit, he did it for us. And you'll see the church there. It is because so only thing that we wanted to ask you, prayer. It may take long years, but even then people get changed. Today Matthew is having a family, having children, and they are living very peacefully in Trichure and all. And that church becomes the memory of that Matthew for his conversion. So what we wanted to the volunteers, pray for these people, they will get changed.
What you say, Father, is almost like a movie for us to, this entire, whatever you have been speaking for, it's dramatic. But since you've been speaking about the bank and all that, it also brings me to the point, from where do you all get your funding, your finances? How do you all manage this ministry?
We don't accept any foreign fund, no foreign projects. Right at the beginning, last 30 years, we are now going to the people. We are having the fund through local contribution. Local contribution from the people. There are many moments we have a lot of problems, kind of financial constraints and all. We go to the people, we speak to the people and get the money and do. Because when you get some projects, you distribute the money to the people. You become distributors. But we want to suffer with the people. Even for the money's sake, we have to struggle. Even to get a little money from you, I have to speak entire about the ministry and everything. Then you give me the money. So we become the, not like this, but like this. We also share whatever we are getting. Certain times it is not easy. We go to the parishes, speak about prison ministry and get, we stand outside, we don't take any Sunday collection. We ask the people, we are standing outside the church, and with the bucket I stand. With the cassock and all, standing in front of the church with the bucket. And I had an experience before 6 years. There was Jalahalli parish in Bangalore. So there were 4 masses. One is English, Tamil, Kannada and English. So I celebrated English Mass. Afterwards it is a Tamil Mass. So my assistant celebrated Mass. And it is my duty then I have to stand at the center door with the bucket. They are kind of basin. What we do usually, we give the brochures in a cover. Self-addressed cover. So if anybody wants to contribute, later also they can send the money. So while previous Sunday, while it was distributed, some beggars asked to the sister one who was distributing, "Sister, what is this? Something for us?" Because that Jalahalli parish has got a lot of beggars sitting at the gate. So one of the beggars asked, "What you are distributing?" Then sister explained such a way, Even the beggars gave 11 rupees to the sister. That's the previous Sunday. I was not knowing anything. That sister who explained to Sister Noela, she's no more. She died. That sister distributed previous Sunday, and I was there. Then following Sunday, I was just standing. One lady beggar is coming to me. I thought that she wanted to tell me, Father, if you are standing with the basin here, we don't get fund there in the gate. If you want to stand like this, come to the gate and stand there only. Don't at the in front of the door and all standing. It is again. But she came with another purpose. She came and told me, Father, can you accept this money? And told me, Father, this is only 3 rupees which I got for the first mass. Last Sunday, all my colleagues, that means other beggars, gave money for you. I was absent. Last Sunday, I did not come for begging. They all gave money. Can you accept this 3 rupees, Father? And even without not putting in the basin, she gave me in my hand that 3 rupees. That lady beggars 3 rupees, biggest amount for me. And that is even they collaborate. So I am known as a national coordinator, but I am a national beggar only, going to the people, going to the parish, and by that money that is make them changed persons, because our Father is going and begging and giving us food. In the rehab center they used to tell, oh, our father or our sister is going to the people and begging and giving us the money. That make us changed persons. So they will feel kind of belonging to us. They don't consider us a boss and all, but they are working with us and all. That make them changed persons. I feel like definitely, because one girl one day told me, when one rehab center had a asbestos sheet changing to concrete, and she told me, sitting just beside me, told me, Father, she is no more in the rehab center that time. She already resettled in the. Father, I heard our house is getting concreted. Nice, Father. She is feeling our home is getting. How many children have studied in our schools? Both Catholics or non-Catholics or whatever maybe. How many of them feel that our school or this girl is feeling our home is getting concreted? Father, thank you so much, Father, and all like that. So those who come to our rehab center, they feel, because we sit with them, we sleep along with the same floor, the same food we eat with them, that make them changed person. So this simple way of living is a good thing, and that's why financially we don't have any problem. Even though we don't have any foreign project and all, one way or other, somebody will come and give me money, and we run the institution, run the rehabilitation center. Never we lacked anything because of the fund, because we don't have fund, we have not done anything. No, we cannot say. We have done everything. God has provided. So our brochures are considered, we distribute the brochures to the parishes, to the people, whomever we meet. And these brochures are our FDs. We don't have FD in the bank. But this, our FD is the brochure which if I give a brochure to you, that is the FD. When we are in need, God will inspire you to give money for them. And just yesterday, one person called and told me, Father, you came to our parish, that's the Presidency Sunday, no? I wanted to give you some fund. Which amount, which name I have to send? See, after August month we did it, September, October, now October, after 2 months, they are sending money for us. So whenever we are in need, God will inspire somebody, and this brochure will become FD, and it will be converted into our account, and we are nothing lacking. God is providing us.
Very beautiful, Father. It was such a moving time that I've had just listening to whatever you've been speaking. And I realized that at the end of the day, we need to be merciful and not look at anybody as a prisoner. That stigma, that term prisoner also, it's an unfair word to use to them. Like you said, they are our brothers and sisters. We all make mistakes, but like someone had rightly said, the crime of those people is not that they committed a crime, but that they got caught. That is the crime. Because so many people, they commit crimes and they don't get caught. We too. God knows what would have happened if the world at large knew our inner stories. But we need to adopt an attitude of mercy On behalf of the CCR here in Goa and all of us, Father, we thank you very much for spending this time with us, but for this very noble ministry, which very few people know about. People know about orphanages and homes for the aged and all that, but this ministry of reaching out to those who are in prisons, I will not say prisoners, but those who are in prisons, it's such a beautiful ministry. Father, thank you very much for the time you are spending and for all that you are doing. May God bless you and all your volunteers. May He bless your ministry. All the best to you, Father.
So I also thank you in a special way, and also our Archbishop here, Archbishop Philip Neri, for his support, and Caritas Director Maverick, and also Father Leslie, Father Mr. Devi, and all the volunteers. And I offer this episode to Sister Jane, who was so icon of hope for the prisoners for the last 20 years, and she's no more. We pray for her soul. And thank you so much for
God bless you,
God bless you.
God bless you.